Canada began imposing tariffs on U.S. goods on Sunday in retaliation for the Trump administration declaring imported steel and aluminium from Canada and other U.S. allies a, quote, national security threat, unquote. Canada has placed tariffs on $12.6 billion of U.S. goods, matching American tariffs. It's placed a 25% tax on a number of U.S. steel products and a 10% tariff on more than 250 other goods, including ketchup, orange juice, and whiskey. Canada is one of America's biggest trading partners, with total trade in goods and services hitting $674 billion last year. There are major discrepancies, however, when it comes to calculating the balance of that trade, but according to the U.S. Trade Representative, the U.S. enjoyed an $8.4 billion surplus. Joining us now for more is our editor-at-large, Craig Copetas in Paris. Hello there, Craig. Great to see you. Let's talk Canada and WTO. It's no longer an absurd question that does Canada pose a security threat to the United States, really?
Yeah, well, whatever chuckles we were getting out of Donald Trump's trade war have just vanished. Canada is not a security threat to the United States. For the President of the United States to continue with that sort of rhetoric is highly dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous ground indeed. Does the WTO play a role in this? We've talked about this before, but I mean, it seems to be even less relevant than it has been in recent history, doesn't it?
Well, this is the nut of it, Azar. The WTO would like to play a role in it, but President Trump does not want the WTO to play a role in this. In fact, earlier today, we saw a draft White House bill known as the Fair Reciprocal Tariff Act, which the United States government has been promoting by its acronym FART. It's pretty remarkable, actually. Washington has become a town of potty mouths, it would seem. But what this draft bill says is that countries can set up different tariff rates for different countries outside the WTO, i.e. the United States can just throw away all of its agreements with other countries and start from scratch. This would give the United States unilateral power. It would remove the United States from all global trade rules as administered by the WTO and others. And although such legislation is in a draft form and would likely not pass the United States Congress, which it would have to, the fact that FART actually exists as a White House document is, in my mind's eye, the most shocking thing we've seen so far in the trade war. This is a 5-page firecracker.
So, Craig, for all intents and purposes, the US is effectively trying to bypass the WTO.
That's what it's trying to do, and it's setting a very dangerous tone and precedent. First of all, as we said, Canada is not a national security threat. China is a national security threat. Russia is a national security threat. And what I'm hearing from people on Wall Street is, as Trump's trade war talk has devolved into what they call a constant and mindless yammering. And it really got super silly for them about a week ago when it was revealed that Trump went to French President Macron and suggested that France leave the European Union. And if it did leave the European Union, well, the United States would give France preferential trade treatment.
Wow, that is going to be a tall order indeed. Craig Copetas in Paris, thank you so much.